Good morning, everybody. We're going to talk about something different today. You know, I've been watching scary YouTube videos about what's going on in gardens, and the plants aren't right, the vegetables aren't right. I'm in the middle of farmers. All the plants that I've seen are just loaded with tomatoes and corn and yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on in private gardens, but here they seem to be fine. Now, we haven't had any rain, and somebody was talking about rain affected their garden and killed it overnight. I don't know, you know. But now I just gave all my food away. You know, I get all hyped, right? I know you do too. You see a video and you go, oh my gosh, what's going on? I will tell you this. I have had a pet peeve for years. Mayo. Now, I'm all for American food and American processed all, but I'm reading labels. I'm hearing all this stuff on YouTube, just like you. We're all hearing it. But my mayonnaise has not tasted right for years, and I have really disliked it. And I thought, I'm either going to have to start making my own mayonnaise or finding a product I like. I have tried everything. I decided, and I saw it at a grocery outlet, I decided I was going to try a Mexican mayonnaise. I go to the Spanish-speaking or the Mexican section in the grocery stores all the time. I buy a lot of things in there. I bought a mayo. It's this one. It was $3.29. The big one. Guys, it's delicious. I read the label on the back. It's a real mayo. It doesn't taste anything like the American mayo. This is really good. I tried it for the first time yesterday, and I was hoping, and I have been buying, Japanese curry for years and years. A lot of imported goods from other countries where it's made in their country. And, yeah, and the taste is there. So, I'm going to start looking for other, not American made, because our food is not that good for us anymore. And we've, you see all this, but can you imagine that this is made, I don't know where it's made, okay? I just know this is totally different mayo in the Spanish-speaking side than the mayo in our side. It's very good. And it's showing ingredients, eggs and olive oil and whatever. So, what do you think? I mean, do you have something that you've noticed is change? From being a kid in the 50s and the taste to what I taste now, there's such a major difference. Ketchup doesn't taste anything like it used to taste. I noticed that the Mexican Coca-Colas in the glass are so different from the Coca-Cola that they sell here. It's very expensive, but it's not bothering me, I will find something. Making natural things, as you know, I don't use a lot of spices and things like that, and I've been giving all those away to the church. Bags of spices that I bought in the last year that are not expired, I'm giving those away too. I'm getting rid of. I don't use that many spices, but I use a lot of mayo, and I've hated the mayo, the way it tastes. So I'm going to try this, and then I'm going to try to make my own mayo. I don't know. That'll have to be maybe when I get my own place. I don't think I can do it in the van, but we'll see. But I just want you to know, this tastes like real mayo, what I used to taste. The hamburgers don't taste right. I went to McDonald's. I wanted to see. The hamburger patty was like half the size it normally is. The meat was just, it was not good. I ate it because I paid for it, but it was so outrageously priced. I'm not going to do that again. I'm just not. And chicken. Now I've been doing, and I don't know how much longer I will. I always, instead of buying fresh chicken, unless I want to make chicken strips, I buy the cooked chicken for $5.99. It's a whole chicken. It's already rotisserie chicken. Then I cut it up and I make chicken salad. I use that on crackers. I use it on bread. But chicken salad takes mayo. I can't say enough about this mayo. I'm so happy with this mayo. So, anyway, I don't know what you do. I don't know how. I know most of the majority of my audience, my subscribers, are older like me. And first, everybody's telling me my taste buds changed. They do. But I've been noticing this for years. Mayo has just gone downhill. Ketchup has gone downhill. Mustard has been okay, but then they have the brown mustard and the honey mustard and then this mustard and that mustard. And they're adding so much to it. I've always just stuck with pretty much real mustard. And I've talked about buying the package of 4 for $6.99, good sizes, and I should show you that in the store too. That's your best buy if you want ketchup, mustard, and relish. And now I'm buying Mexican relish as well. I haven't seen a lot in the relish, but I've just decided I'm going to buy other imported goods other than our food. I don't know how you feel about it, but, you know, the rotisserie chickens I don't feel bad about because they're just rotisserie. But what are they putting inside those chickens to make them grow so fast? Hamburger. Now, somebody said they were paying $8 for a pound of hamburger. I'm still paying $5.97 for a pound of hamburger. But I buy the frozen in 1 pound. 1 pound. I don't buy the fresh anymore because it's more expensive than the frozen. So I don't find a difference. I can just thaw that. But just so you know, the 1 pounds are almost, yes, they are $6.97, $7, and it's $1 cheaper if you buy them frozen. Just a tidbit. Then you can buy turkey, taco turkey, ground turkey, for $1.97, and the taco flavor. The other flavors I don't like at all. I don't like ground turkey. I can't spice it up enough. But the taco turkey is delicious for tacos. It's $1.97 a pound. So you might think about that as an elder. You can't tell the difference. It's really delicious, but it's all the spicing. I don't know how to spice the turkey, ground turkey. I'm just talking about food today because I'm not depressed about it. I'm just getting smarter about it. And I don't talk about, I watch politics. I know you do too. My head's not in the sand. At this age, other than voting, I don't know what else I can do. There is so much chaos. And we're watching it. I mean, I've never seen so much violence and eruptions and tornadoes and volcanoes and you name it. We have a lot of chaos. And a lot of my friends are saying the time is coming, and I'm not going to worry about the time is coming and how chaotic it's going to be. I need to be helping others to get through this time. Not focusing on myself, because I can not save myself. Only one can save me. Only one. So I'm just trying to help others from starving or going into desperate times as long as I can. And I'm not really worried about me. I should be. Maybe I should be. Oh, yeah, maybe I should be. Yeah, because I've done things, Nobody's perfect. That was the other thing. Everybody wants perfection. Not going to happen. Not going to happen, guys. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about food today to give you other resources. So if you go to Walmart or Safeway, they all have Spanish-speaking sections, or the Japanese curry is in with everything else. It doesn't have its own place. I do buy quite a bit of Japanese. I'm not buying fruits and vegetables right now because it's really scary. But Grocery Outlet. Grocery Outlet gets a lot of its stuff from Mexico. I don't mind buying Grocery Outlets because I know where it comes from. I just got a bag of peaches for $4.99. No, $2.99. I think there were 8 peaches in it, because peaches are almost $1 a piece. I cut them all up and froze them. I'm going to make a peach cobbler. That's how I like peaches. Peach cobbler. And you've seen me do that. Peach pie, peach cobbler. One of my favorite things ever. I'd love to make fried pies out of peaches. I haven't ever figured it out yet. I really need to study that. Anyway, so go into those sections and start substituting what you normally would buy in the other section into those sections, because this is, in my opinion, absolutely delicious. The others are just awful. Same brand, Kraft, but the Kraft American mayo is awful. This is really good. So I'm going to let you go. This was my point today. It's going to be 104 today. We are in the shade right now. I'm not in the shade. The sun just popped up. It was 97 in the van at 9 o'clock this morning. So I had to move. And I'm trying to get a bigger Arctic Air since my air conditioner quit. They're out of stock everywhere. So I'm going to talk to see if Jason can find one and have it ordered and shipped to me. I have 2 Arctic Airs. One just died. So I found one. That's all they had left. And I'll be using that one. Again, they're not good in high humidity. They're great in low humidity. They're just swamp coolers, and that's all we had in our house when I was in Texas, and our house stayed cool. Didn't stay cold, it stayed cool. And you could the fan was going in the roof, and you always had air traveling through the house. So I try to park where there's some sort of air that's traveling through my van with my doors open. It's going to be 104. And you can see my wet wag. Marley has her cooling vest on, and the cooling vest you soak in water, and you keep it wet, and she doesn't pant. It makes her very comfortable. The cooling pads she doesn't like at all. She doesn't like how they feel, so she doesn't lay on them. I do have cooling pads for her, but the cooling vest she really likes, and she stays cool. She really does. I'm going to let you go. Just a little tidbit today. Just thought I'd talk. I'll see you tomorrow or the next day. You have a great week. I want to thank everyone for subscribing and liking and making comments. It's free to make comments and subscribe and hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. And I really appreciate it. And it puts a little money in my pocket when you view. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.